I've just climbed my first ever mountain and I'm currently sat at the summit of Lion's Head in Cape Town with the most incredible view behind me. What an experience. Oh my God. It was tiring. It took about an hour and 30 minutes to get to the top. So steep, loads of rocks, so rewarding. As you were going up, it was beautiful, and once you get to the top, it's stunning. Oh my God, a beautiful butterfly, it's yellow and black. I wonder what that means. Whenever I see butterflies, I'm always like, what does that mean? Anyway, I digress. For today's video, I thought, why not do a questions and answers whilst I'm sat at the summit of Lion's Head. Thank you to everybody that sent in questions. I've picked out a few of them and let's get into it. I would, by the way, not wear my sunnies, but I just squint the whole time, so unfortunately you won't be able to see my eyes. But anyway, if you had a 9-to-5 job, what would it be? So for those that don't know, before I became a content creator, I worked at Chelsea Football Club in marketing. I was doing partnership marketing and I did a degree in marketing. So I actually do something very similar to what I did before, because at Chelsea, I would manage the campaigns on the social media channels, and now I do the exact same job just for myself. But doing that was so great because I learned so much that can be applied to my job right now. However, if I could do something else, it would either be an international DJ, because I freaking love music and DJ. What is that? Are these some bugs here that I've never seen before? It's crazy. Maybe because I'm basically in the sky, I'm reaching new birds and that. What was I saying? When I actually lost my leg, the first thing I did when I had all the spare time in the world was learn to DJ. Another thing I'd love to do in another life is be a psychologist. Not going to go back to university and do a degree in psychology, but I think it's a shame that I never did that because I would have really enjoyed it. Next question. It would be good to know more about your aims for London Marathon and training. So if you're new here, in 2024, I ran the London Marathon, my first ever marathon. I had no idea if I'd even be able to finish it or not because my training didn't go to plan. My legs swelled up. I'm an amputee, if you didn't realise or know. So it meant that I was in a wheelchair for like 3 weeks. The longest I'd run before was a half marathon, and then I turned up on the day and did a half marathon. Sorry, I turned up on the day, did the whole marathon, had to walk from 33k because my leg was in a bad way. So I'm now doing it again in 2025. So my aims for the London Marathon are, I don't want to stop or walk at all. That's what I wanted to do for the first marathon, but I had to because of my body. I'm hoping that my body is used to me running now, so I won't need to walk. It's tough because there's amputees out there that don't ever stop or walk, so I feel like if they can, then I can. My leg just gets really sweaty, and because I can't feel my leg very well when I'm in pain, that's why I have to check it more than other amputees. I'm hoping that I can do it because in Malaga, half marathon, December time, I didn't stop or walk once, and I beat my PB by 30 minutes. So I'm hoping that I can do this for the marathon. If I can't, for whatever reason, then I'm not going to be annoyed, but I'm just really hoping and praying that I can, and I'll do everything in my power to do so. I also think the faster I get running, the better I'll be, because I'll be quicker and I'll be in less pain. So win-win. So that is what I want to achieve, and I'm super looking forward to it. I haven't actually started training yet, by the way, but whilst I'm here in Cape Town, I'm going to start, and I'm actually doing the Peninsula Half Marathon here in Cape Town. Super excited for it. What are the future plans for you this year? I am definitely wanting a better work-life balance. I think I'm doing pretty well as I'm here in Cape Town, but I actually just work too much. I love to work, and last year the split was probably like 90% at work, 10% life, and that is not the best way to live life. I just need balance. I'm not very good at balance, so that's what I'm really trying to do. I also want to travel more. I've never really traveled, and I was meant to go traveling after university on a gap year, but I obviously lost my leg, and then that made things a lot harder for me. So now I can't just travel in a way that's, we'll go backpacking for 6 months. I have to do little holidays here and there so my leg's able to cope. I need rest days weaved into the trips, so I just want to do a lot more traveling. The world is so beautiful. Like, I can't just be sat down at my desk all day working my ass off when there's this. I feel like the birds were a paid actor then. I'm also obviously doing the London Marathon, and then I want to do a triathlon as well. I also just really want to meet you all and help you conquer your dreams, goals, if I can. You know, if you're scared to do something, I want to support you doing that challenge with you, because life is too short to let fear get in the way, and I'm so passionate about people overcoming something to believe in themselves. So to conclude, a better work-life balance, more travel, and challenges for myself and to do with you guys. So that is the vibe for 2025. How long have you and Liam been together? Funnily enough, the day that I met him, he was like, would love to take you out on a date, but I'm actually going to South Africa tomorrow, to Cape Town. So can I take you on a date when I get back? Now fast forward 2.5 years, and we're here together in Cape Town. What is my favourite distance to run? So it's so funny because I don't really have one. I think it depends on my mood and the day, because sometimes a 3K is so tough and I hate it. Whereas some days 10K is lovely and it feels really light and easy. But I think what's really great about half marathon is it's super challenging. I push myself, but I'm also not in a position with my leg that is like I cannot walk. So that's really great for building my self-belief and being proud of myself, like to the next level. I'm proud of myself in all runs I do, and I'm so grateful that I can run and walk, and I'm so grateful that I can even climb up here, you know. a little bit scared right now, I can't lie, guys. By the people around me. It's scary being vulnerable, disabled on your own in South Africa, I must say. A lot of people stare at me, which is crazy. I've never had so many people stare at me so intensely, so regularly. It's wild. But anyway, I digress. What was I saying? I'm so proud of all the runs that I do. Yeah, it depends on the day. How did you get back into the gym and lose weight? So essentially, I did these 3 things. I was consistent, took action every day. I gymmed 3 to 4 times a week, and I was in a calorie deficit. If you don't know what your calorie amount should be, there's actually a calculator. I'll put it in the description for you. You put in information about your age, your weight, and things like that, and then it will tell you how much calories you need to eat for maintenance, and then calorie deficit and surplus if that's what you want. I use my Fitness Pal, and then I put in all my foods I'm eating every day. I track, and then I'm able to know how many calories I'm eating. There's so many food, drinks, oils, seasoning that has calories. So when you think you're tracking and you're not losing weight and you're like, why? I'm tracking everything. There'll be some hidden calories and things. You literally have to track every single thing. And then over time you lose weight. You've got to be consistent. The hardest thing is to take action. Because I was so not confident in the gym, I had no idea what I was doing, and I was entering the gym in a wheelchair. I had to learn, and I had to learn fast. I didn't want to let the fear of going to the gym stop me from being able to get strength so I could actually be able to walk with prosthetic legs. So I've had about 8 fitness coaches who taught me a lot. So because I now know how to exercise in the gym, I don't have that fear going into the gym, and I just had to get over that initial stage of fear. And then before you know it, I was freaking loving it. And then it was easy to be consistent because I loved it, I enjoyed it, and I felt confident whilst doing it. So it's a journey. You're not going to feel that straight away, but you just have to know that you've got to be consistent, and you can get a coach to help you do that. I can't stress to you enough the importance of having a coach. Luckily, I have a boyfriend who's a coach, so now he coaches me. I definitely prefer online fitness coaches to PTs, because with a PT, you go to the sessions maybe 2 or 3 a week, and then they don't usually give you a plan, even though you ask for one. And then this is just based on my experience, but there'll be some good PTs that do actually give you a plan, but they don't give you much to do outside of them. So you have to keep paying for them. So then you're only really training with a PT, and I feel like I want to build my confidence and learn myself. So having an online fitness coach, I get the plan. I get calls with them weekly. I get to send them videos of me doing the workout. They give me feedback. It's a much more holistic approach, and I get nutrition. So yes, they might not be there physically with me. I'm learning so much more. If I need some help in the gym, I'll just go up to the PT and go, oh, can you spot me? So I really believe in online fitness coaches. Anyway, I'm talking so much. I'm going to move on now because this is going to be a long video. Can you run on your regular prosthesis? Technically, yes, I can run on it, but if I want to be able to have a happy, fulfilled life where I'm able to walk and have longevity, no. It's really painful to run. It's really tiring. It's made to walk. It's not made to run. Having a running blade is so different. I can't even explain. It's so much more bouncy and more comfortable, and you can go faster. It's lighter. On to the last question. So, do I have any tips for content creation? The most important tip that I can give you really is be yourself. Just be you, find your style, because it's so hard to keep up a page if you're not truly being who you are, and then you'll just start to resent it and hate it. So be you, be consistent. It's so important to be consistent on social media. The algorithm will love you. And also don't be bogged down when you're not getting the views, you're not getting the engagement. That happens. This has been my job for 4 years, and the engagement, it goes up and down, and you just can't let that bother you. Keep pushing and you'll get there in the end. I really believe that if you put your mind to something, put in effort, you can achieve anything. I think it's really important to know what your one-line message is that you're trying to send to the world and help people with. I think TikTok is great for awareness. If you get those viral moments, you can really blow up. That is how I started. On TikTok, they don't really care about you. They just want entertainment. And if you aren't entertaining them, then bye, Whereas Instagram, they're your supporters. And obviously I've just started YouTube, but I love YouTube. You get to know the person so much more. And the last tip, make sure you give value to people. Your Instagram page isn't actually really about you. It's about the people that you're talking to. So make sure that you're doing something to help them in some way and really achieve your overall message. So I hope that helps. I've really enjoyed doing this little Q&A, chatting to you guys whilst being here. I hope you have too.